Alright, be off on the Basonator. Turn my volume back up. Oh, one rail. Cannot find the exit rail, so we'll just go ahead, we'll calm down. He's going to get himself another spot of armor. k1llsen will be grabbing himself low yellow. Both players most likely to converge over major item next, as that tends to be what you do in Quake. You get one major item, moving on to the next, hoping your opponent's not there, and hoping that you don't get railed in the face if you're k1llsen. So gonna be red for base, a potential mega health, actually a guaranteed mega health if k1llsen decides to show up for it, but for all, you know, give him credit, there's no way that he would have thought, okay, my opponent's not gonna be at red. Base decided to drop down and get himself a bit more LG before heading over there, so he will claim himself the second mega health and a position here for our next red. This is only a best of 1, by the way. We were watching best of 3s up until now, but we are into our lower bracket and almost in the final game of our lower bracket. If you are just joining us, we have Base, k1llsen, and Evil currently left alive, as well as Agent. Now, Agent has already qualified all the way through. These two players will decide which one of them is worthy to go on to face last week's champion of the Sunday Cup. I like that he goes to the left there, instead of to the right, just to kind of try to avoid any damage there from k1llsen, even looking at the shots at the yellow beforehand. Base playing very intelligent. k1llsen also not a slouch to playing proper Quake. I'm going to turn the game up just a little bit, everyone, so let me know if it's too loud now in comparison, as I was unable to hear all the impressive things that these two were doing beforehand. Base doesn't even have to worry about his opponent trying to steal away red. Does end up losing well, potentially both yellows now. He is slugless, so he's going to have to wait in the water here, you know, where all the slugs live, and get himself some more rail ammo, as it is being a very, very effective weapon for him in this fight. Red's next, but I don't think, once again, similar to our first encounter with red mega splits, that he's going to be able to get onto it, as k1llsen will, yeah, be in position this time to defend. He didn't go straight through teleporter, which, by the way, if you guys ever have, hold this thought. Alright, no immediate rush through from base. If you guys ever have trouble with Sinister, especially with like the teleporter area, and you're like, God, every time I go through the teleporter, my opponent just knows I'm there. We're gonna have a kill here. Oh, we're gonna have a sick air rocket, and that was not the kill I expected. k1llsen will get his first frag on the board. And I was gonna say, when you're going through the teleporter, it's very easy to predict your movements from your opponent. So base actually drops down, if you noticed, to the rocket area, and then goes through that corridor where the 50 bubble is to get himself over to Mega. It is a bit slower. Don't get me wrong, teleporter is the fastest way from red to Mega, but I feel that that corridor drop down is a much safer alternative, especially if you have the time. Choke point's a little less dangerous, but anyways, enough about how awesome Base's move was. That was a ridiculous combo of attacks from k1llsen. And he's got himself into that situation on Sinister where you're like, I don't really know what I should do. And he ends up, I think, making the best choice and eventually committing towards Mega Health, letting his opponent get red. It can really backfire on you if you decide to commit towards red, because if your opponent, maybe they're not trying to go for Mega Health, maybe they're trying to trap you at red and you lose the whole map. So, makes the right choice, I feel. We'll see if he can get a tying frag here onto our Russian powerhouse. Who again is, both players giving a lot of respect to one another, just in general. No one's really rushing and being silly. This is this a tournament clues? Yes, this is a tournament clues. Did nobody tell you? Did no one tell you? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Maybe you should, if you're interested in Quake tournaments, maybe, you should follow Z Live, or Deliberate Murder, or, one of the other people who stream. I don't know. It's always, I don't know, I said this earlier, it's always really weird to me when I see people in chat asking questions about the game. Luckily he didn't continue on with it, but... Nope, no, never mind. Nope, he actually just Yep, y'all completely have made me lose faith in my humanity. I'm quitting humanity pretty soon here. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad that our chat in this server was allowed to tell you what's going on. I don't know why it bothers me so much, chat. I don't, and I can't give you a good answer. It just does. I shouldn't be upset and salty about it. I know k1llsen right now, it's the last thing on his mind is what the heck people are saying in chat, so... He's just gonna get himself mega health. He's going to get railed ever so slightly, but he will get the red again. I like that base is railing him after the item pickup rather than before, because, you know, when you are up against a 200 opponent, you don't really need to hit them before they're grabbing items. It's pointless. But he does have 200 armor of his own. He is creeping around the best spot of the map to be when you don't really know where your opponent wants to be. Oh, and he's won himself mega position. This is beautiful. Does he try to hit a rail on the exit? I mean, he goes for the shot. It's just a little mistimed there. So he will now be the one with a 200 stack and doesn't want to waste it. So he's not going to go up that bad. Why does this guy keep leaving and coming back? Just get over it. Fine.
One minute warning.
One frag to go. Tactical timeout. We got ourselves a minute left in the game, but it says it's only 7 minutes in. Ref, can we get a call on that? Are we in an 8-minute server? Ref, anyone? Official. You cannot up the time limit when a game is live. We're gonna have to do something about this, everyone, as we only have a very, very tense game here between Lenovo's k1llsen and Russia's base. This is not looking good, yo. This is not looking good. Coin toss, not gonna do it. Nice try though. A very nice try there, k1llsen. I think we're gonna need. Yes, absolutely beautiful, beautiful. We got ourselves a 10-minute match here. Let's hope the server doesn't freak out and do anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's holidays. You never know. Servers, they like to have a good time. Don't care if you're a human or a server. Everyone is susceptible to making a mistake. Base currently on 160, 184. k1llsen sitting around 200, 180. Gonna find his Russian opponent and be knocked down to the floor. Oh, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible for k1llsen. Great news for base as you know, he's got himself just a few minutes here to hold this out against k1llsen, and he's just gonna kind of wait for a mistake. It looks like he's not gonna do anything too hasty. Now, when the mega health is on the platform and you pick it up, it gives you more health than you can ever actually have by default. If you notice, base not able to go above 100 health, as he will not have that mega. Now that red, however, will go ahead and increase one's armor a substantial amount, substantially increasing it by a full 100. Also, the rockets, the same damage as a rocket will do is the same damage as a red will give you. So very important that you always avoid flying rockets in the air, as they are very dangerous and very exciting. One frag still the difference here between this German and this Russian. This Russian is being very sneaky. I know a lot of Russians from back in the day, they got a lot of flack for being very sneaky, but this is a different kind of sneaky. This is a good sneaky. Okay, this is a good sneaky. Not like a Cold War sneaky, you know, like this is a straight up attack. Wow, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna go for this red? Does he leave the red up? Does he go for the mega health? There's just a minute to go. The hum of the railgun is gone. That's gonna be Base's cue to go in for the pickup onto the red armor, and oh my goodness, Base, he's found himself one splash of rocket, and again, being very sneaky, you know, a good kind of sneaky. He's gonna run away now. Sounds like the German has rocket jumped himself up towards the upper platforms, and Base will go once again silent. Doesn't want to peek in front of the window there. Base is a very, very capable peeping Tom. He knows you don't look directly in the window when your prey is looking at it as well. And 30 seconds now to go, everyone. We have ourselves a 1-2 on Sinister. This is only a best of one. Here it comes. The attack from the German is going to go down. Base gonna have to retreat out. Does not want to give up tournament life just yet. Again, lower bracket game. The loser of this is out. The loser is out. 5 seconds to go. We've got ourselves less than a fraction of a second left, and it will be the Base to show us that he is going to be the one to take on Agent in the lower bracket semifinal. We'll get that game up in just a moment here. This is you want me to stop doing the worst Christopher Walken impression that you've ever heard? Are you one girl? I think I can do that. I think that's doable. That's probably possible. Yeah, I could do that. So let's go ahead and head on over to Russia. We've got our 2 lower bracket players. Again, if you're just joining us,